Hi everyone, my name is Sophia and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be how to take better Instagram photos, just different tips and Instagram tips on, photo composition, lighting, poses, location, all that stuff. I really like taking photos for Instagram, but I also just like taking photos in life. I take pictures of literally everything. I love finding really cool places to take photos in front of. And yeah, I did photography for 2 years in high school and actually decided at the end of high school that I was going to do it as a career. But then I switched my major to education, so that's why you guys know me kind of more as an education major from my college vlogs. But that's a little backstory on just like my love for photography. But also just like my friends and I really like taking Instagram pictures, finding cool places and stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna go into the tips right now, but basically if you just want to amp up your pictures or are interested in watching this video, then let's get into it. But also if you want to see a video of me editing my photos, because you're gonna see my feed throughout this video and just like different pictures on my feed. So if you're interested in seeing a video on editing photos, because I know that that's also a big thing on YouTube, let me know and I'll do that. So I'll put some pictures here of my feed for the last few months. A lot of it is kind of like bright and colorful. I don't keep like a very neutral or white based theme or blue based, like any type of color. I kind of just keep it bright and colorful. I personally find it more important to not have like a huge contrast between my photos, but not specifically like a color or theme of like editing. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with categories, and the first category is lighting. So lighting is one of the most important things in a picture. It just makes up a picture. You either will have like more of a dull photo or you'll have, a bright, good, vibrant photo, and you want to start off with that just because it makes the quality even better. The way that I find the best photo lighting is going outside and using natural light. Natural light is always best in my opinion, because you can get like a warmth from the sun. You can be in a like shaded area but still have natural light coming in. Even being inside but in front of a window is so important in a photo because natural light just really amplifies a photo, and it's just the best in my opinion. Another good lighting is sunny and overcast lighting, just because it's giving you that bit of shade so your eyes aren't squinting. One like way that I just don't really like being outside in natural light is when it's super bright, because I squint a lot in my pictures. A lot of people have that same problem with getting like a good picture in like pure sunlight. So sunny overcast lighting is definitely a great type of lighting for the outdoors, just because it gives you that brightness, but it also allows you to be able to take the picture without like squinting and like having issues with it. Also, yeah, the sun is technically going down right now. Another perfect lighting is golden hour. I've taken plenty of photos in golden hour or before the sun is kind of setting, and it is so pretty. I have some that are very golden and I'll put them up, and then I also have some that are like after golden hour, kind of like at sunset, and so it's not fully nighttime, but there's still some like blue in the sky, some pinks and purples in the sky. I took a really pretty one that I really loved one night where the sun was like setting behind some like lake houses, so I wasn't technically in front of the sunset, but you can kind of see the colors. So that one kind of allowed me for more like nighttime photos, because I had that like kind of lit photo but not fully pitch black. So that's just the ways that I like work around it. I only take my nighttime photos indoors. Sometimes it'll be like pitch black outside the window, but I have like the warmth of different lightings in the like indoors that work. That's just kind of the way that I do my Instagram. I literally take my pictures always outside. It's like really rare that I'll do one indoors. Alright, so the next category is posing, and posing is also a really important element to a photo and also provides, differentiation, I don't know, contrast between photos and stuff. I'm not the best at it because I always end up putting my arm up, as you will see in all of these pictures. I literally am always using my arm and like putting it up in some way, but you can do a lot of different things. So one thing that I've definitely heard through like a photographer's YouTube, I don't remember who it was, but it was basically a tip on how to pose with your arms and legs and all that stuff. and it's to touch something like it hurts. So that will provide more of like a relaxed way and more of a natural way of posing with, you know, your arm or something, because it's just, you know, you're touching something like it hurts and just kind of leaving your body more like loose. So I definitely have, you know, used that, and I think it definitely works. So using your arms and legs, you know, leaning onto something and, you know, using your surroundings to pose. But also props, different props are really cool. I've seen a lot of photos with like someone holding flowers, really cute. Also bags and sunglasses, like accessories are really cute. Even when you're putting your arm up, I sometimes put my arm up and like put it in between like my hoop, and I'm just kind of holding on to like my earring or something, just because it provides something to like hold on to instead of just me being like, hey, like here's my hand. So that's kind of what I do when I'm, you know, posing. And also really, you know, unique ways of taking or uploading photos, I mean, is uploading candids. I think that candids always are super fun to see because it's someone just kind of being like, you know, having fun naturally and someone taking a photo of it. So candids are fun, laughing photos are fun. Those are cute, like they're actually technically not posed, but really interesting and fun photos to see on someone's Instagram. This one, if you're thinking about a theme, always think about, you know, how close up to the camera you are. Kind of go from close up to far between your photos and like alternate between the two. Sometimes I do really far pictures. Like I took one in Cabo where I was on Lovers Beach and I was really far, and I thought that that was such a fun photo. I don't know, it just looked really cool. I was kind of twirling at some point, and I think that that's when my mom captured the photo. It'll take a really great photo when you're thinking of the distance that you are towards the camera. Now we're going to talk about spots to take a photo. So some great photo spots are definitely murals and like walls. So you have, you know, black and simple white walls, brick walls, all that stuff. But there's also super cool murals and painted walls that you can find wherever. And I'll kind of talk about how I find mine in a second, but I feel like there's so many now in different restaurants too, and outside of restaurants, neon signs, all that fun stuff that you can find that just provides a really cool background for your photo, and then you don't have to do too much because your background is, you know, speaking for you. But in terms of just location, not specifically a background, you can do somewhere where it has like staircases or cool umbrellas. I've taken some photos at restaurants that have umbrellas, and I thought that those were really cute photos just because they had some different element in the back. But that wasn't specifically just a flat wall, it just had like, you know, I don't know how to describe it, but basically it was just like, you know, an umbrella like over like a table or something. But I just, you know, stood in front of it or sat in front of it and took a photo. Of course, greenery, being outside, photos, you know, in front of like trees and stuff. If you have a backyard right now that we're in quarantine, I took a picture in my backyard and it was like golden hour and it was super glowy, and I really liked that photo. I'll put it here. And just being outside is really nice. I have a bunch of photos from like Cabo and like different times that I've been outside in like a really cool spot, you know, oceans and all that stuff. But I don't want to talk specifically about those because we're not all like, or definitely we're not in vacation right now. But it is something to think about, taking photos, you know, in front of like a nature space. Is just a really great spot to take a photo. Basically for spots, it's just about finding somewhere that will provide, you know, movement and pose options. Alright, so now on to how I find different photo spots. So finding locations is a challenge for some people, so I definitely recommend to find some through Pinterest and Instagram. So for me, I always look on Pinterest just because I've found like everything on Pinterest. Specifically for location, just looking up Instagrammable spots in your city. Like Houston is where I live, and so I put like Instagrammable photos in Houston and it'll come up with like mural blogs, like a blog post about all the murals that we have around here, or different like architectural places that are really cool to take a photo in, different parks and all that stuff, and you might not even know that that's where you live, or like might not even know that they have those. So that is something that I recommend, or when you're traveling to somewhere, putting that same, you know, search in. Instagram also always has like bloggers of different cities, definitely more of like the bigger cities, but for me there's so many Houston bloggers on Instagram, not just specifically for food but like different places. So that's how I found some of my walls and stuff. Also, there's so many interactive like different locations that move around through cities. Specifically the one that I went to was TFTI. They're gone now. But they like did like a bunch of different rooms. One was like a sky room with like a swing and clouds all over. There were some flower rooms and just a bunch of different ways or different places and different sections that you could take a picture in, and it was super cool, and I really enjoyed that. Another one that I definitely enjoyed and I think is really cute is Flower Vault. They're like a Texas stationed small business that does little like photo spaces, and they have like 5 or 6 different areas with different walls of a bunch of different, I keep saying different, a bunch of flower arrangements and flower walls. So that's how I took this photo. It was a really pretty like pink flower wall right when you went in, and they have that one every time they go. I'm pretty sure it's like the one that they for sure take everywhere. So yeah, you can look up different things like that. I have found those again through like Instagram, through other people going there, and all of that stuff. And lastly, again, for the people that have more of like a theme in mind, alternation is always the key for a theme. Super close-up photos and like far away photos, those will work. Just kind of alternate between the two. Thinking about lighting is crucial for you, especially because you're gonna have more of like a specific way that your theme goes with your lighting, and as well as colors. But also another really big one to think about is your background. So if you're doing like a mural, the next photo, if you want your theme to look good, is definitely more of like a dimensional item, like more of a 3D dimensional area, instead of just another like mural, because it's just gonna look really flat on both photos. So that's a huge tip for me because I think that it really changes up your theme. Alright, so that was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for having patience with me and this lighting, and for watching this video. And if you guys enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content of mine. And yeah, if you have more tips for me and you want to leave me some tips on my video, leave them in the comments, or questions and concerns or anything like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a great day, night, whatever, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.